Hi everyone, my name is Orly Stewart. Welcome to my channel about witchcraft and demonology and living in New Orleans as a witch. Today I'm going to talk to you about something that is really important, and that is the topic of spiritual hygiene and cleanliness when it comes to working with witchcraft and practicing the occult and magic. There are all different important reasons why there is value in having some kind of spiritual hygiene routine. So many different things can happen, especially depending on what you are doing or what you might find yourself falling into in your spiritual journey. It really will help you even boost your mood, because when you are getting really spiritually bogged down by negative energies or other kinds of attachments like spirits of the dead or other things, it will actually affect the way that you feel, because with a lot of those entities, they get attached onto us and they feed off of us like parasitic entities in certain ways from places that you go, especially if you are going in a lot of places where there are things that belong to people who may have passed away, going around cemeteries, or even going in places where there have been dramatic events where people's energy were involved. All those things can serve, plus more, as catalysts for energies getting stuck onto you. These kind of things can even happen just from you staying in your own home by working on exploring magic and spirituality, and then attracting other things to you by virtue of your own light out into the universe, and also by even things around you getting attention from latching onto. It could be things associated with the land that you're on, the home that you're in, even objects that you own, or it could even be things that are associated to people that you know or you might encounter. There's so many different ways that we can accidentally or through our spiritual work become in a state where it's important to cleanse yourself. This is also really necessary because it's going to generally help you. You will have refreshed yourself in your energy of other astral interference from other things that are on you. Today I'm going to show you two different ways that are easy to do a spiritual cleansing on yourself. Both are ways that I learned from living here in New Orleans: folk magic, espiritismo, and hoodoo practices. So that's where I learned how to do these particular cleansings. And I'm going to share this with you today because these are super easy ways to cleanse yourself. One is something that you can do on a daily basis if you wish, or if you're doing a lot of work or around very intense energies that you want to clear off yourself. Another is something that you can do weekly or in case of a more intense situation. These are more basic levels of cleansing, so it's good to start if you feel like you should cleanse, and anyone probably should on the regular as part of your overall hygiene. So starting off with these means of doing it is a good way, and then you might find that you might need something more intense, that you can certainly find all different kinds of ways to do other types of cleansings. And this is different than doing like a banishing ritual or some kind of thing like that, because this has to do with your own self and your own body. So I'm going to show you two easy ways to cleanse yourself today. And the reason why we are going to be using these different items is that they have spiritual properties and also practical to use to cleanse yourself. So the first means that I'm going to show you is with Florida water. So Florida water is a cologne, and so it has practical real life purposes that have a great historical value to it. And this also is used as a cooling agent. And so the idea with the Florida water is, it also helps to cool you, and that's also part of the cleansing process. The way that you work with the Florida water is pretty simple. So what you want to do is you take some Florida water and then you put some on each of your hands. You rub your hands together, taking your hands and rubbing down your entire body in the direction of going downwards. So down your whole body, going across your arms into all the little nooks and crannies of your body, like your armpits, the back of your neck, the backs of your legs, so on and so forth. You can do this over your clothes. Snap your fingers 3 times, and then doing that away from your body to clear everything off. And so that is how you use the Florida water to cleanse yourself. The next way that I'm going to show you is something that is a bit more extreme, which is something that you could do after you've tried a method as such first, or if you want to go right ahead, you can get right to the herbs. So you want to take a mixture of basil, rue, and rosemary, or whatever it is that you can get your hands on of those, and we're going to make a tea out of it. You can also do a blessing over the water and the salt, so whatever is appropriate to your practice, in some water. So we're going to take it and we are going to boil it in a pot and then get that lovely water. And then there are multiple ways that you can work with the water. Here we have our spiritual bath. It is piping hot off the stove. So if you are going to use this on yourself, make sure you let it cool first. So one way is you can pour it into your bathtub and then get into the bath. And then another way is you can actually take a bath, get all clean, and then take this wash and pour it over yourself, and then you're going to want to let it dry on you without rinsing it off. Those are some very simple and easy ways that you can do cleansings on yourself. It's a really, really valuable and important spiritual practice, especially if you are getting into things that involve demonic energies, if you have any kind of things that might attract spirits to you around, if you're very sensitive to psychic energies, this will also be so wonderful to help you out. If you also have other suggestions for people of your favorite way to do a cleansing, you can leave that as a suggestion in the comments below. I always appreciate the feedback from all the other witches that are out there. I hope that you will try to help make your life more cleansed and relaxed and fun in your magical practice. I hope that you will take care of yourself, and if you do need help from me, you can check out all my spiritual services, my spell work, and my classes on my website in the description of this video. Thank you so much to all of my patrons for your support, and if you would like to join their ranks and help support my channel, you can check that out in the description of the video as well. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!